Harvest Part 2. We have 693 champions, not the normal 4. Yes, 6, not 4. Let's get into it though. The Heroes 90 overall. Your first one up, DJ Reader. And if I'm going to be honest about the 90 overall Heroes this week, I don't think they match up to the Heroes of last week. Creed Humphrey, arguably one of the best centers in the NFL from my Kansas City Chiefs. He's a center, BND. Levante David, I don't have the exact ability discounts for a lot of these players, but Levante David, I do know, gets 1 AP Lurker. So if you want to use him, he does get that. 89 speed, not too bad. Matthew Stafford, and I think he gets Gunslinger and Set Feet Lead, it is, for pretty good discounts on their AP. But Matthew Stafford, a budget, I guess, BND quarterback if you do want that. Keenan Allen, they actually gave him decent speed. I'd say 90 speed for Keenan Allen card. It's only 90 overall. It's pretty good. I would have thought they would have given him 88, even 87 speed for a card like Keenan Allen, player like Keenan Allen. Eddie Jackson has been having a great year for the Chicago Bears. 90 speed for him, just more of a budget safety. And we're going to switch it up a little bit. The LTDs, I think the LTDs are not as good as the champions this week. Cameron and Jordan, more of your 3-4 technique. Defensive end, kind of like how Aaron Donald, Cameron Hayward, and the other LTD, the offensive LTD, is going to be Nick Chubb. He gets 0 AP, I think it's goal line back. That's his ability, his 0 AP. There's also, he gets tank, I think, for 2 AP, 92 speed, 94 break tackle. Hopping into the Heroes, not the Heroes, the champions. You guys saw this one this morning, probably from some other content creators. Jeremy Chin, pretty much just a juiced up version of Derwin James. Darren Waller, although he has not been in the field much this year, he gets a card. I would like to see his run block be a little bit better. 91 speed. He is 6'6". Going to be kind of compared to Kyle Pitts, I would say, in the meta. Patrick Surtain. This card is amazing. 93 speed. I don't know the height of Patrick Surtain, but I want to say he's 6'1 or 6'2". One of the best young corners in the league. One of the best corners in the league in general. Amazing card. Lawrence Taylor, an upgrade from his 89 All Madden card. 91 speed. 90s across the board, you could say, in the pass rushing stats, as well as a 94 block shed, 92 tackle. Lawrence Taylor, the best pass rusher of all time, in my opinion. Randy Moss, another All Madden upgrade, 93 speed. I didn't catch the ability discounts. If you guys have them, let me know down in the comments. I'm very curious to know, but just an amazing card. And this is what I was alluding to on my Market Monday. Aaron Rodgers. And if you want to know the ability discounts, because I didn't know them, it is for the combination of Hot Route Master, Set Feet Lead, and Fearless. The combination that makes John Elway so good for 7 AP. Aaron Rodgers gets it for 8 AP. So it's only 1 AP more, and you're probably going to be spending 3 million coins less on Aaron Rodgers rather than John Elway. And hopping right into the John Elway market, I guess first we could say, 6 champions, and honestly, I think, 4 or 5 of them are all this is probably the best. I would have never thought that Harvest would have been like an amazing S-tier program this year. It's usually a little bit of a letdown, I would say. Man, it's been awesome this year. But moving forward with John Elway, I did sell mine, of course, earlier in the week for around 4 million coins. Right now, he's 3.1. You're going to see by the end of this refresh cycle, he gets down to 3 mil. And honestly, I don't know. If you want to buy John Elway back, it's definitely, you'd have to buy him either tonight or tomorrow morning. I just don't know if he keeps holding. I feel like he could just keep going down more and more, especially once we get into Blitz, because Aaron Rodgers is probably, let's say, going to be 800, 900k day 1, 700, 750. Once Blitz happens, there'll definitely be a Harvest bundle, and Aaron Rodgers will probably go down to 400, 500k, and then I think John Elway could also fall with that price a little bit. So it's definitely a tricky situation. It's one of the situations where I don't really have an answer of when exactly to buy John Elway. I would say maybe try to get him in the mid 2s, 2.5, because he is still a very rare card. He still is technically the best quarterback in the game, but it's just hard to time out his price, because Dan Marino probably at this time last year was already under 1 million coins, and he was still the best quarterback in the game, I'd say, up until January, or up until Derrick Henry became a thing. So John Elway is definitely a little bit tricky. If you want to buy him, I would say try to get him in the mid 2s. Maybe later tonight he gets that, or tomorrow. It doesn't seem like many people are buying him. They're only selling. There's not a lot of demand, so mid 2s maybe, but honestly, I don't know. Something you could do at the current moment, if you're watching this Wednesday evening, the MCS event is going on right now. People are getting their Twitch drop packs, and last week that was all Madden players. This week it's going to be Harvest players. So every You get 2 of the MCS Twitch drop packs, give you a token, guaranteed to harvest player, so at least an 80 plus. So you can pick up these harvest guys for really, really good snipes. Now, at the time I'm recording, I've claimed my first Twitch drop pack, but I still haven't gotten it, so there really isn't a lot of activity yet on the market. But as I upload this, it's probably going to be a flood. 80 overalls, as we talked about earlier in the week and last week. I think under 2.3k is a very, very safe price. 88 overalls, under 50,000 coins, just like the price of the 88 all Maddens last week. I will say the 90 heroes a little bit underwhelming, so I don't know if you'll be able to pre-build the 90 overall heroes and they'll sell for 200k because they're not really the best cards. I still think the week 1 heroes are better. But yeah, you could snipe those guys. 90 overall heroes, I guess if you get these guys like under 140, 130, it's good. We'll have to wait and see if the 90 overall, the odds, we'll have to see if the 90 overall market truly does drop a lot, because they were 200k on Aaron Rodgers' announcement. So if you can pick them up for 130, 140, they'll probably be back up to at least 175, 180 if you're on tomorrow morning, and you could probably just do the Rodgers set or sell the 90 overall guys individually and make some coins. Moving now into my binder, this is going to answer a lot of questions you guys might have had over the past few days. We're going to go through the AKAs, the team of the weeks, the LTD. You'll notice actually my coins on the top right are, and I sold John Elway, my coins are significantly down. I haven't really been on the game too much the past few days, but I haven't sold anything. AKA wise, before I hit a brick wall with my illness, I was able to buy over 150 89 AKAs for an average of probably 67 to 68k, as well as I was also able to buy a bunch of like 90s and 91s for around 10 per training. The plan for the AKAs, and since I noticed last week a lot of these cards got even up to 88, 89, and 90k, like Steve McNair, Shady, the Fridge, I'm gonna be patient. The plan is to sell them off, I would say, by Saturday night, or if really by Sunday night. But I'm probably gonna sell a lot of these like Thursday afternoon, Friday. I'm gonna be very patient with my 89 AKAs. There's no real demand right now for them. They're not being bought. They're not being bought right now. They'll be bought a lot more, taken off the market tomorrow morning when people are doing the rerolls for the 5 LTDs in TVPs, and eventually Ilfy, like the AKAs, will be taken off the market and there'll be less and less supply of them, and hopefully I'll be able to individually sell them for like 85, 86, 87k. I will say 89 overalls just on the training market unfiltered seem to be a little bit down this week. Like they've been at 78, 79, and 80k, which is weird because 88s were like up to 60k yesterday, and normally be like, oh, okay, then 88s are gonna be up to 83, 84k, but they've been like hovering around 78, 79, which is a little bit not discouraging, but it's just a little bit weird. I would like to see those more like 82, 83k. Eventually that would mean like they'd get up to 85, 86k. But yeah, 89 AKAs, I'm being patient with them, and I'm gonna either, I'll either sell them off or I'll roll them, but I'm planning on selling 99% of my AKA investments this week, a 68k average, hoping to sell at least for 83k this week. Team of the weeks, you guys had a lot of questions, you guys DM'd me, and I tried to answer all of them, but CeeDee Lamb, and I think there was a safety on the Packers. I got all my 16 of my CeeDee Lambs. I bought them all in the first 30 minutes. They were being spammed up for pretty much 100k and 110k. My 16 I bought for an average of probably like 110, 115. And he's been at around 140 to 150 essentially the past 2 days, or ever since he's been in packs other than the first hour. And that is because Justin Jefferson, Mike Wallace, and Patrick Peterson were really, like, it was almost like team of the week was too good. We always talk about the set guys and like needing to be good so they rise throughout the week. However, these cards were like way too good. It's not a bad thing. It's just like for our team of the week investing, it kind of threw a wrench in our plans. They were going for like 750, 800k, and now they've actually come down. It's like backwards. They've started out super high and they've come down in price, and you're probably going to see CeeDee Lamb just stay at like 150, and that's the plan, just to sell for 150, 155, 160. And honestly, there's just some times where you got to take a bye week for a certain type of investment, and he was 140, 150. My target price was always 120, maybe like 125 max, and people were DMing me like, hey, should I buy him for 140, 130? Will they go up to 200? And I'm just like, I feel like Patrick Peterson, Justin Jefferson will drop in price throughout the week because they are so damn expensive. So yeah, CeeDee Lamb gonna eventually just sell him for 150, 160, and take my profit. Pretty much was a bye week for the team of the week investments. And you might have also seen in my binder the Rondé bars. If you remember on Market Monday, I had mentioned buying the new champion, like team of the week champions on the first day, kind of like how LTDs react on the market. And I was able to buy 5 Rondé Barbers for about an average of 435 to 440k. And right now, Rondé Barber, and this is only a few hours after he's essentially been out of packs since the early bird offer went away at 1 p.m. West Coast time. He's already up to 500k, and I think eventually I will get at least 550 and probably close to 600k for Rondé Barber. I mean, he's a 92 speed legend corner. Height doesn't really matter that much in this game. He's a very good card, and I saw him in the low 400s, and I was like, hey, this is a perfect opportunity of what I said in my video. I'm like, I'm going to listen to myself. He's 440. The set itself, with the CD Lambs going for 140, 150, the set itself was costing a 700k to do. So there was a 250, more than that. What? That's, yeah, 250, 260k gap that Rondé Barber could rise, because no one is going to be doing the set over the course of the week. So yeah, Rondé Barber, if you did buy any, if you kind of like listened to the advice on Monday, of course we didn't have the exact like price, black and white, buy Rondé Barber. We didn't know Rondé Barber was coming out, but Rondé Barber, I bought a few for 440, eventually gonna hopefully sell them for 550 to 600k. Next up, let's talk a little bit about Zach Martin, the LTD. The LTD I am most invested in, and he has come down to a little bit closer to 500k. And I want you guys to understand this. These cards aren't being bought right now. Like, no one is buying Zach Martin. No one is going to buy him really up until Blitz. You'll probably see Zach Martin hover between, what, 525, 550, I guess you would say. Maybe we should have sold, if you wanted to sell, maybe you should have sold at 600k, taken your 40 to 50k profit after tax. But honestly, I think Zach Martin gets over 600k once Blitz happens, as long as we sell off before. Maybe he does get Redux, right, and there's a Redux offer. Maybe we just got to sell him before that. Once we see the schedule, we'll know what to do. But that's the little update on Zach Martin. If you have him, trust me, just be patient. Wait till Blitz. The LTDs this week, or the Team of the League LTDs I'm going to talk about, Dion Dawkins and Jordan Hicks, I both like under 400k, just as your little bit loan investments, right? You buy them under 400. They go to like 460, 475. You make your free coins and you use them in your lineup. Make sure you guys buy them. And as always, I hope that you guys, I don't know, I think I mentioned it on Market. Just buy them Thursday morning, because there'll be 5 LTDs in packs and people just rip TVPs Thursday morning. And that's when they hit their low. That's why, like, I didn't, like, a bunch of people were asking, like, Justin Fields for 500, 550. And I'm like, just wait till Thursday morning. He will be close to 400k. And then Justin Fields, I don't know if it's just, he's a quarterback, so I don't love quarterbacks as LTD investments, and he's not anything game-changing in the meta. He's already dropped a ton today with the Aaron Rodgers announcement, down to 460. I think he probably gets down to 425, 440 tomorrow morning. So if you do want to pick him up, I guess that would be the best price you're probably ever going to see until he gets Redux. But that is the LTDs. Cameron Jordan, Nick Chubb, I would say 400k. They really aren't the best of cards. I'm guessing Nick Chubb is probably going to be a little bit more expensive, but Cameron Jordan will probably be 400k. That is your LTD updates. Yeah, as for me personally, I am still going to be I'm going to upload our wallet weekends on Friday, but I will not be streaming this weekend. I am still under the weather. I just don't have the energy to stream for 2 to 3 hours, so I'm taking the week off for streaming. Hopefully can be fully healthy. I mean, either way, like, if somehow I'm still not feeling better by Blitz, I'll stream no matter what, because it's such a big event. But hopefully I'll feel better by Blitz, because this shit sucks. I'll be honest, I was lucky with AKAs. Like, I had bought all my AKAs like an hour after I uploaded, and then I took a break and I came back, and I just pretty much went to sleep. I felt like shit. So yeah, that's a little update on me personally. No streams this week, but I still will be uploading YouTube. It's just YouTube's a little bit easier to make, I would say, energy wise. But yeah, that's all for me. Comment if you have any questions, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you were new, and until next time, peace.